Okay, so writing the Lewis structures for an expanded valence shell central atom. Now, this is one of the easier examples because straight away I know I'm looking at an expanded octet because I've got 5 chlorine-fluorine bonds, and each of those bonds is going to contain 2 electrons, and 2 times 5 is 10. So I'm going to have at least 10 electrons around that central fluorine, okay? Chlorine, sorry. Did I say fluorine? I like fluorine. Okay, so I don't like fluorine, but it's an interesting element. So totting up our valence electrons then, we've got 7 from the chlorine and we've got 5 fluorines. So that is going to take us to a total number of valence electrons of 42, which is also the answer to life, the universe, and everything. So we're going to start with chlorine in the middle, and we're going to surround it with fluorines. Again, it doesn't really matter. Lewis structures do not actually tell you the shape of the molecule. You're going to have to do VSEPR theory for that, which is later. So for now, I'm just going to kind of spread them around fairly evenly, just so we can see what we are doing here. Okay. All right. So when we're drawing our Lewis structures, we should then join them up with single bonds and then complete the octets on our peripheral atoms, or our atoms around the outside, if you would rather. So this is where I'm going to draw some very ugly looking lone pairs of electrons on the fluorines. And then we're going to just count up and see if we've got 42 valence electrons. So already we have an expanded octet, okay, before we even really get anywhere. Okay, come here. Sorry, I know these are ugly. There are 6 lone pairs of electrons on each fluorine because the other 2 electrons making up fluorine's octet are in those bonds. I'm not sure if you can see that one. I'm going to make it bigger. Okay. So apologies, I need to find a better way to draw blobs quickly that are visible, but unfortunately, this is what we're stuck with as for right now. Okay, so we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 electrons in the bonds, then 6 for each fluorine, so 10, 16, 22, 28, 34 plus another 6 takes us to 40. So we don't have enough valence electrons. So what do we usually do in a Lewis structure if we don't have enough valence electrons? We add a lone pair to the central atom. So it's a good job I left enough space there to add a lone pair. So now we have 42 valence electrons. Okay, so we're happy with that. And chlorine has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 electrons around it. So that would definitely count as an expanded octet. But it's okay with that. It's fine.